I was born in August 6th, 2004 at 10 a.m. by C-section. I was barely 49 centimeters and I weighed 2 kilos and 720 kilograms, and I was born with the umbilical cord wrapped around my neck and wrist. I was dying though, but I was saved for good or for bad. Since now, at 21 years old, I regret my existence. First off, because I'm a gadget tuber, and because I suck at living, and I am a bunch of fat tissue with mental disorders. Anyway, I got two siblings, Anthony and Lauren. I wasn't always bad though, I was quite healthy, and at 4 years old I went through therapy because I wasn't talkative and had psychomotor issues, which I still have because it runs through family, I guess. At 6 years old I joined ballet. I was amazing, but I quit it because my leg hurt. At 10 years old I lost my innocence, and I regret it more than my own birth since the day I started acting strange. And at 10 I also had to get away from my home and move from city to country. I hated it. I lost my belongings. And as I turned 11, I became aunt of my first nephew, Richard, which was born in April 12, 2015. I also had a cat. He was my bestie. At 12 years old, I discovered Gender Simulator. I acted even more strange. I hated men and started liking girls more. In fact, I had a crush for my female bestie and tried to hide it, but it was evident still. As a consequence of going through such shit at 10 years old. Or maybe I'm truly gay. So we were so close that we looked like lesbians, and I started to like her even more when she taught me about the internet. When I was 13 years old, I already wore glasses. These were red like gachos, and I didn't know these were a JoJo reference until I watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I swear I didn't know about JoJo, yet I were a JoJo reference. Awesome. I was 15 years old. My bizarre adventure on YouTube has begun. I used to draw crappy stuff, but then I changed significantly. Not physically, but psychologically. In fact, I decided to change my identity to be more likable. Someone I'm not. Someone appreciable. Someone better than me. Here's when pancetta was created. It was year 2020. I was 15 years old and I didn't know what I should have chosen as my avatar. I discovered Gacha Life and created my first ever OC. She was already cooler than I'll ever be, and I paid the consequences of the double life with my sanity. In fact, it's normal for a GachaTuber to have a double life, especially if your OC is not yourself but someone else. If you got insecurities, this will make it worse, especially if you're irregular. You know what I mean. In fact, I developed more insecurities as I grew up. I hate everything about me now, because I know I will never be her. I'll never look as beautiful as her. I'll never be as special as her. I'll always be me. Even if Lucio Corsi makes me feel good with Volevo essere un duro, I still feel a kind of remorse for myself because of my fails in 21 years of my life. One of my greatest mistakes is refusing a relationship that could have saved me from tears. A rich wedding, all because I'm afraid of becoming like my mom, so that meant torture for me. After seeing how my parents became, I see married life as torture. Plus, my mom is invasive. And I don't want my husband suffering because of me and her, so wedding cancelled. Plus, after my sister has been caught in a bad romance, I'm afraid of relationships, even if a relationship is what I need to escape my current life. So that now I got more than 200 subscribers. My life still sucks, but at least I can edit and draw in JoJo style, right? No! I should be a wife, I should be married, I should have broken the bloodline. But instead I'm here, telling my story, something uninteresting, as my 21st birthday special. I'm confused. Anyways, my character changed a lot, so is my content. Now I'm a huge JoJo fan who draws and a gacha YouTuber with lots of issues. I'd like to do more, but I know I can't, because I'm trapped in these walls. But who knows? Maybe I'll be free one day. There are lots of other stuff I'd like to talk about, but no, just no, I don't want to. So that's my drawing my life.